Okay, we are live. Okay. Oh man. There we go. All right, guys, welcome to the stream. Back again, just doing a quick live. Um, More for my sake than yours. I think just testing everything for now, and then we are looking at potentially doing a couple lives every single week. But I will announce them. I will schedule them, so you'll see if they are coming up, and try to stick to that schedule. Not going to be any set days. It's just going to be when I can. So just keep an eye out. So what I want to first show you guys today is kind of like just give you an update on where we are. So first off is the 5%ers account, because I know a lot of you guys are following that. So let me just quickly show you where we are with that. We're currently in a trade. We are one, two, three, four positions in. And as you know, if you do watch this channel, that I trade with 5 positions, one trade idea, 5 positions. And we're currently sitting at 623 drawdown, which is fine. What I do want to see happen is this bounce back. If we do not touch that fifth position, then I'm going to look for big. I want to go for about $500 or more. So with this trade, I actually want to hit one of my days that make 500 or more, because we've hit one. We need two more of those. So that's where we currently stand. If I go to the 5%ers, the hub, I think I've just got to refresh this quickly to show you guys where we are currently sitting. I think we are probably nearing $3,000. Let me just go back to here. Yeah. Okay. No, not quite. We are 2,174 at the moment. So not looking too bad. We've got to pick up the pace a bit. So I need a few bigger days, basically. So this is not actually reloading. So let me just reload this. All right. That's taken a bit to reload. So unfortunately, we're already in some trades. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing any, scheduling or anything like that. Okay, this is taking some time. So I'll go back to that for now. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is Ola Prime. We have hit our target on the first phase. Finally, this one took almost 2 months to get through. And this one I'm using Titan X and the prop farming blueprint, which you guys have seen me talk about and going very well. And I'm actually going super aggro on this. I'm going to start 3 new challenges within the next week. I'm looking at starting. So I'm looking at running at least, I think that'll be 5 accounts currently in this one. I'm also currently in a FTMO one, which you can see we are currently $3,000 up on this. I did take a losing day yesterday, so we're actually about 5,000 yesterday. Did have a losing day, so hopefully today we can come back. We're currently sitting at $500 in profit, so going well. Just letting this one run. Don't really care what happens either way, because I have got my hedging account on. So this one is trading in the background, covering any loss that I might have. So that's the beauty of this system, is that you are trading risk-free essentially, and it really helps with psychology. So if this is something you guys want more information on, make sure you keep following, because I am going to be talking about this more. I am going to be talking about how you guys can get access to this product at a 20% discount through use of my affiliate code, which is going to be coming up. And I'm also going to be giving 5 people access to me as a secondary coach, because when you do sign up, you get a coach, but I'm going to give 5 people access to me. And my kind of whole point of being there is to make sure that you will get funded. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure you just pop down below in the comments, just the word Titan, and then I know you guys are interested. But yeah, that's another account that is running. And then I'm also going to be starting, like I said, 3 other accounts. Um, so yeah, it's all go. So I've got two of these running at the moment. I have got another account that I'm just holding at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna play this. But this is a 150K funded account. This is a live account. I've already taken some big payouts on this one. My last payout was close to $8,000, so it was a big payout. So I'm just kind of seeing how I want to play this one. Might kind of just leave Titan to go on it, but at the same time, it is a good opportunity to trade my manual one on this because kind of more of a guaranteed income, and also these guys have some weird rules with the drawdown and stuff. So I've just got to make sure I understand their rules before I carry on because I've seen a few people get caught up with some of their rules. So I don't want to start trading until I know everything about where I might potentially get caught up. So that's you guys caught up. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, hoping this will bounce back. If this one does tap into the fifth position over here, I'm basically just going to be looking at kind of getting our break even minimum loss. And then we start again. This one I've actually been in since Friday. So this has gone over the weekend. And it's just, yeah, I've been holding this trade for a long time. I did take profit there on the first push. I could have taken profit yesterday up here and re-entered there, but I was hoping for the push up because the only worry is if you do take profit on one of your deeper positions, you stand the risk of not making as much profit if it continues to push up, right? So with that fourth position, I want to get as much out of it as I possibly can. So, you know, you got to play it how the market is moving. And yes, the market is generally moving down. So I probably should have taken, it would have been about $140 profit. At that point, it would have come down and re-entered me. So it's just kind of like taking money when it's there, right? So the other thing I want to show you guys, which is pretty cool, I've been doing this a lot. Let me just refresh this. It's these battles, FX replay. I don't know if which is really cool. You can create your own battle or you can just join current battles. And it's a great way to test your strategy under pressure, a little bit more realistic. Now, there is ways that I've seen people can cheat, right? If they know where the price is or what date it is, they can kind of open up another chart and go back and see what price did. I don't do that. I think sometimes people do. Generally, I'm seeing most people are trading at you know, are being fair with it. So yeah, so let's see if we can get into a battle quickly. So this one is 50% target. You can risk 7%. Your max drawdown is 30%. So maybe we can join this one. We'll take a few trades and see how that goes. So let's see. They say you can trade any of these. I'm gonna go with Euro USD. I think I'll stick with that. I'm actually gonna switch the music because that's a little bit hectic. Let me switch this to a lo-fi. That's a little bit more chill. All right, so I'm just going to trade a version of my strategy. It's the only one that I think works with these battles because you got to be fast, you got to be paced, you know. So I think it'd be a cool thing for you guys to watch, especially if we're live and maybe later in the lives when I have a few more people, I can kind of go into more information about what I'm doing. But now I'm not really going to be talking too much. I'm just going to be trading. So let's have a look at what we can do. So we can see that price has definitely been pushing up. We have got to push down now. So what I want to do is I actually want to see on this. No, that's not what I wanted. On this move up over here and select it. Let me try again. On this move up over here, we've gone already into 70 deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get into some positions already. We're going to go for a. I'm not going to talk about my risk on this yet. Like I said, this is going to be a strategy that I'm going to be teaching people that actually join as members. So I don't want to go into too much detail right now. So we'll give ourselves a little bit of room. We're going to place order. Our first one, what was it? I think 7 was the max you could go. So I can go quite aggressive on this. Then I'm going to go probably to this one. We're going to go with a, no, we don't need that, sorry. Place order. We're going to go double that, save, 2 6 that should be 7. So yeah, that, and then we're going to go down to this one, and we can actually go for four lots on this one, or 4%, should I say. And that way we shouldn't be going too deep, but at the same time we should be able to get a decent amount of profit out. So let's see how this goes. All right, first profit already. Now, what is the size of the account? It's only $1,000 account, so we've got a 0.18 gain there already. Beautiful. So I'm going to close these. Just keep trading. So I've done fairly well on these so far. I think I've probably traded about 5 battles. Of those, I've got 3 second places and 2 third places. So I'm still hunting that top position, but often I join in late. So that's the problem. You've got to be really fast. So let's see if we can get into some more positions here. For this one, I'm actually going to be pushing on that. I just want to zoom in a little bit. All right. So if you guys are interested in this, I am going to see if I can get a code, a Sati Trades code from FX Replay, because it is a paid for tool, especially to do stuff like this, the battles. But the battles are such a cool way to just, have a bit of fun while still trading your strategy. It's a little bit more fast paced. So it kind of gets you into that vibe of, trading real life, a little bit more stressed, and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. I've really enjoyed using it. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to go to the top of that. Sorry, no, I don't have any. Sorry about this, guys. Just dealing with some work stuff. All right, so let's get into some trades now. So this is going to be a 1%. Let's go place this order. 1%. Now, depending on what risk you're allowed, make sure that you are aware when you're playing these battles that you know what your max risk can be. Like for this, I can go up to 7%, so I'm using the full amount if I need to, but most of the time I won't even get anywhere near the 7% just because of how the strategy works. Now, normally this is a similar strategy to you guys, what you're seeing me trade on the 5%ers, but I'm only taking 3 positions and a little bit more aggressive. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So this one is going to be, let's have a look. This is going to be a 2%. Save that. And then I'm going to let this one go all the way down to there. Let's have a look where, actually, we can probably go even deeper. Kind of there. And that's going to be my saving position, which is going to be a 4%. Save that. Let's see how we go with this trade. Oh, just almost tapped me in. So now I'm going to have to just remove these because I need to readjust my fib over here because we have had a bigger move up. So what I'm going to be looking at is something like this. My profit is going to be up there. Let me have a look at what yeah, it's about right. Something like that. And right, let's kind of do the same thing. We just keep hitting play, guys. Keep repeating the same thing over and over, and that's how you make money in the market. Have a system that you know works, and you just repeat it. Keep hitting play, guys. That is how you make money. As long as it's a system that you know has an edge on the market, right? I've tested this. I've played with this many times, so I know it works. Place that. This is going to be a 4%. Alrighty, so let's go. All right, we're in that first position. Let's see if we can pick up a second position. Now, normally what I'll do is if we're already in, I'm actually going to remove this just because it's a bit cluttering. I can go to the hourly just so we can kind of speed through here because remember, sometimes it is to do with time as well. There we go. Another profit. So we hit a 0.19. It's smaller profits. Yeah, it's, it is what it is. I'm not kind of going super crazy. It gets bigger when we actually get into those second and third positions. That's when we start looking at bigger profits, bigger amounts. We're going to look at that. We are going to pull this up to there. And we just keep, like I said, keep hitting play, guys. Keep repeating what is working. That's it. This one, I'm going to see if we can get down to the 50, actually. Then this is going to be kind of the bottom there. And we just keep doing the same thing. So now the crazy thing is, in the last 3 battles that I've actually played, I've had 100% success rate. I'm not even joking, 100% with my trades. So, maybe I might even get to a point that I get someone interested in saying, hey, can you trade for me? Here's some money. No, I'm joking. Probably won't happen, but hey, who knows, right? Let's place another order, save that. And now this one we're going to kind of put in roughly over there. Place 4%. Save that. And let's go. Okay, that's actually pushed way further up. So now what I want to do is I actually want to readjust a little bit. We've got to readjust here. So we're going to have to remove these for now, just because there's no point having those. Everything's kind of moved a little bit. Now, I want to guarantee that I'm getting into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the 38 again. We're going to have a little bit more profit this time. Let's be a little bit more aggressive, and let's place our orders. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Are you guys interested in this kind of stuff? Speaking of which, let me just see if anyone is commenting. I'm not even sure if anyone's on the stream. Let me have a quick look. I mean, recently I've had pretty awful attendance on our streams, I'll be honest. Yeah, so we've got no one viewing at the moment. But the cool thing is this is going to go, it's going to be available for you to watch later. So this is what I'm going to do. If you guys see this, I am going to be doing more lives. It's going to be fun because we're going to be doing these battles. So you guys are going to see firsthand. Am I in the first one yet? No. So let's go first position. We're going to go second position, place order. That's going to be a 2%. Yeah, so we're going to be doing these battles. We're going to be getting into trades. And then while we're waiting for these trades to kind of like kick in and things to happen, we're going to be playing battles. And if you guys are in FX replay, join the battle. We can battle against each other. That'll be really cool. So final position, we're going to go with a 4% over here. 4%. I'm going to save that. And we are going to, oh, wow. Okay. So we got to just keep repeating this, guys. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go on the bigger play here, because we are going to come down potentially to that. So we're going to go on the bigger move. Oh, I'm on the hourly. That's why. I forgot to switch down, guys. How silly. How very silly. All right. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to... I should actually only be going on this, to be honest, because otherwise we're going to be in this for too long. I'm going to go from that move up, which we should already be in the trade. That's going to go up there. This is going to come all the way down to there. So this should already be in the position. I'm actually going to enter this one as a market. So that's why we were not getting into things. We were on the hourly. I forgot to switch. Silly me. Oh, well, go one. This is going to be a market entry because I want to get straight in. So we're already in this one. Boom. Just like that. This one is going to be place order. We've got to remember, I have made this mistake sometimes to forget to switch it back to limit, and then I'm actually in two positions much higher than I should be. And this is going to be somewhere down there. And now I'm not even being that precise with my entries, guys. If I was like doing this on a real live, I'd probably be a little bit more precise with my entries. Now it's just about speed and about just running it through, guys. Right now I can go back to the hourly. I've got to remember to switch back. Don't make that mistake again. All right, let's go. Let's see how we go with this. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Another take profit, and that was a 0.26. So I reckon we're probably sitting close to 1,010 would be 1%, right? So we're not quite. We're on 0.6% up at the moment. Probably can go a little bit more aggressive, but hey ho. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go probably on this move here, because I want to go a little bit more aggressive. Maybe look for a little bit more profit on that first one. This one I'm actually going to take to below there. And let's enter Place order. It's going to be a 1%. We're going to save that. Um, this is going to go down to roughly over there. We're going to place this order. Now, guys, be careful. If you guys are just watching me, you're like, oh, okay, I think I know what he's doing. Don't just get into a market, put a fib on any line, and just start trading because you're gonna fall short. Trust me, it's gonna hurt you if you don't know why you're putting things where you are. I've been trading this for a long time. I understand the market. I have way too many positions in there. Uh, that was my first mistake. So this one shouldn't be here, and this one shouldn't be here. So it should only be three now, right? I think so. All right. I almost forgot to remove those. Okay, so I am still on the hourly. See if we can get into this position. Yes, we are. Okay, perfect. Be nice if we get into that second one as well. There we go. Okay, now we can look at some big money, guys. So we're currently sitting at, there we go, 7. I want to take a little bit more here. There we go. Big money. That was a good one. So that was 1.3 plus the 2, so 1.23. That's where the big ones come, guys. That was a much better trade. We're still sitting at 100% win rate, which is fantastic. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be waiting to see when this turns around. And we're going to be playing off of this move over here. So let's have a look. This is the hourly. I'm going to switch down to the 15-minute because I actually want it to be a little bit more, probably still the same. So we're just going to see where that turns around. And then I'm going to be putting my position over here. Maybe look for a little bit more on that first one. And then we are going to be... Okay, with these we can close. We've got to remember to close. This can go all the way down to there. All right, so let's see what we can get out of this first one. We want to get about a 0.25. That's reasonable, I think. So let's place some orders here. I'm not going to do this for too much longer, guys. I'm only going to be here for another 5 minutes because there's not really enough people at the moment. I'm just going to start doing this more regularly so people are aware, and then slowly we can start building some views. You know, even if we get 5 to 10 people viewing on average, joining in these battles, seeing what I'm doing. You guys can ask questions along the way. Anything you want. Maybe I can try trade some different strategies on this, do some SMC as well, which I have traded, going for bigger risk reward ratios. So show you guys some different trading styles, which hopefully can help you guys out. So let's see how we do here. We're going to go to there. We are going to place another order, 2%, save. Now, bearing in mind, guys, you might at some point take a big loss, right? And that is going to happen. I'm not saying this strategy is 100% because it definitely isn't. And it's always easy to trade when it's not your real money, right? This is not real money. Yes, it is a little bit more fun. It's a battle scenario, so it is a little bit more fun. Let's go to the hourly now, and we can hopefully get into, there we go, in position. See if we can pick up a second position as well. Hopefully we don't run out of space. All right, there we go. That was a 0.25, which is exactly what we were going for. So how are we currently doing, guys? We're currently sitting on a 2.1%. Now this game is going to go all the way to I think it's 50% is the target. So there's probably a good chance. I don't think there's any way of seeing a leaderboard. No, if I were to kind of suggest something to these guys, it would be if they could like get some kind of a leaderboard. Oh, here we go. Hold on, never mind. I'm currently first. Let's go. 100% win rate. 6 out of 6 trades. There we go. They have got a leaderboard. So looking really good, guys. Max drawdown 30%, daily drawdown 30%. Max risk limit is 7%. I've never gone over that. There we go, guys. I'm way ahead of the pack here. I'm sitting on a 2.1% profit. The guy nearest to me is down 1%, and then it just falls off from there. So these guys, I'm not sure what they're doing, but I could probably just leave this until the time is up and still win this. But let's see if we can get in some more trades here, guys, because this is looking really good, actually. Let's just close these. The cool thing about this as well, guys, is it kind of separates your kind of better traders from the not better traders. And I'd love to see some of your gurus jumping onto these leaderboard, these challenges, these duels, or whatever they're called, um, these battles. See how they do, because a lot of people, don't really put their money where their mouth is, and I think we need more of that. I think we need more of these. Guys that are just selling courses, pretending to do well, taking our money. I'd like to see them doing this. This is where I want to see a lot of more gurus coming on and showing, what they can do, really what they can do. So I'm doing exactly that, guys. I'm showing you where it is. And the crazy thing is, these gurus that are getting thousands of views on their streams, um, are stealing people's money. And here I am with not even one person on my stream, but showing you that I can actually trade. It's not just it's not all lies. I'm not even selling a course. I will be selling something in the future because I want to show my value first. I'm not going to just start selling something for the sake of it. My whole process now is the long game. I'm showing you guys the value of what I do through these lives, through putting in time, putting in effort, and giving you guys the value before you actually see, okay, it's worth actually signing up and letting this guy teach me something. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and I hope it shows. I hope you guys see that it's not just all about, it's not all about selling a product, because I'm not doing that. The only product I am kind of saying that you guys should be signing up for is the Blue Edge one, which I use because it's such a fantastic product. But at the same time, I'm also putting myself up for that. I'm saying I will be there with you the whole time. Balls just lost 7%. He's out. He must be out because that's going over 7.5. Closed short balls. And how's he back? How's he still in? He's lost 7%. All right, so this is going to be the last trade, guys, for the stream, and then I'm going to leave. Let me just quickly check on what's happening over here. Okay, pushing up nicely. You can see our drawdown is getting less and less, so good to see that. How's our FTMO? Okay. Ooh, we're down on the FTMO. But the cool thing I want to show you, down on the FTMO, but up on the other one. So, it doesn't matter. Either way, you're making money, right? So, right, let's get into this trade. Let's talking more trading. Place trade. I'm going to go a little bit more aggressive here, guys, because it's my last trade, 2%. Watch this one backfire on me. This one is going to be 4%. Place is going to be 4%. Now, we're going super aggressive with this, guys. So if I have to pull out at 7% under, I will. But I've already shown you guys that, the system works. Everything about it is working really nicely. This is going to be I'm going to go 7% on this one. 7%, save that. All right, let's see how we go. Now this is the 15-minute. We are already 0.2 up over there. I want to switch to the hourly over here. Last trade, guys, last trade, and then we'll have a look at what's happening on the leaderboard. Pushing up nicely. We'll see this come down and tap me. There we go. Oh, is this one going to backfire on me? We are 8. We're still fine. We're still fine. Negative 21. So that's 2%. Okay, we're in that final position. Oh, we got to be careful here. 21, 2%. And actually negative 3.6%. Got to keep an eye. This one might have backfired on us, boys. Okay, 20 up. So I'm going to close there, guys. Close. We're going to take that close, close, and close. And I think we're still good. I think we're still okay. So with that 3.5 gain, I think we're still looking good. Yeah, we're currently 4% up, guys. But yeah, we went a little bit more aggressive, a little bit scary, came very close. But these guys have just started, but the next best trader is 1% down. So we are currently 77.7% win rate. I could have probably let that one run out a little bit more, sitting at 4% profit. So yeah, not a bad day. I went a little bit too aggressive on that last one just to kind of show off a little bit, but I would never actually go more than. So the one thing you've got to always make sure is that your total loss. So there, my total loss at the end here would actually have been more than 7%. So you've got to be careful. I've got to make sure that all my positions, if I stop out, are not going to be more than that 7 or on that 7. And that's what I was doing before. This last trade was a little bit more aggressive, but I just wanted to show you guys, you can have fun with it as well. It's not a live account. I would never do that on a live account. But that shows you guys what I do. My strategy works. Yes, you are going to take losses. Sometimes you've got to just manage your way out. That's what that final position is for. That's why I like trading with 5 positions. But for these, I trade a little bit more aggressively. So I'm only putting in 3 positions. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up for some cheaper prop firms and go the more aggressive route. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Let me know, what prop firm would you suggest that is very cheap, but also somewhat legit, right? I know the cheaper I go, the more kind of, the more risk I'm putting in the prop firm. But with that being said, pretty cool. I really love this battle arena. I'm currently sitting at 4% up. I don't really know what this means, the 7%, because technically speaking, I went under. I saw a few people out there go under, but hey, it kept me in. Maybe because it's for the day. I'd already had a trade for that day, so it kind of held me in a little bit. I just tapped into the 7% on that last trade. Yes, I did go a little more aggressive. Isn't it funny? The second I go more aggressive is when it turns around on me. But hey, now let's have a look. I reckon this could potentially have gone even further. Oh, look at that. This could have been a 10%, 5 to 10% trade right here, right there. If I closed there, that would have been a 5%. I would have been sitting at about closer to 10% on my total on the leaderboard here. But hey, we pulled out when we did, is what it is. PNL is 41.2, 4.1% profit. That was 9 trades, won 7, lost 2. But the 2 that I lost were part of the 3. And as a whole, it was still a winning trade. So technically speaking, I'm still 100%. I'm still 100% in terms of my win rate, because I can't count all 3 positions as a single trade, and that single trade I was still up. So yeah, it is what it is. It still counts, obviously, the losing trades, but it doesn't understand my strategy. But that's fine. I'll take a 77.7%. But in my head, I'm still 100%. So yeah, if I leave it there, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave the thing. I don't know if that disqualifies me. So yeah, let me just cut you guys off there. I think that's. Sorry, I'm just going to stop this. So that's where I am, guys. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing more of these battles. You guys are going to see me trade. We're going to see if we can get top 3 on the leaderboard every single time. This is a little bit of a longer one. I don't know what the time frame is on this. I'm not sure, but I'm actually going to leave this now. So let's go. If I leave this, are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I'm going to leave the battle. Maybe once it's finished. So what was that one? That was this one. 99 minutes. So I'm not sure how much time is left on this. Was that the one I was trading? I think it was. Maybe we should have tried this one. It's only a 10-minute battle. There's only one of one, so you got to keep an eye on that. But really cool, and there's often more battles. I might be creating some of my own battles. The cool thing you can do is you can create a battle around the exact rules that you are, currently trying to follow for a. Let me just turn this. This is really annoying. Sorry about that. So the exact rules that you're trying to follow for a prop firm, you can put that in a battle, have a couple battles, and see how you perform. So yeah, pretty cool. Let me see my battles. Oh, I don't have any. Never mind. Let me have a look at the joined battle. So here we go. This is what we've done, guys. Did I come fifth there? I don't think these are 2 hours ago. Cancelled. I don't think these are all the ones I've traded. Anyway, I'm not too sure. All right. So that's that, guys. I'm going to leave you guys there. This is currently in progress. Is it? I think I'm currently sitting. So I'm going to leave that and see how we do. But yeah, I'm going to kind of leave you guys there. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Let's have a look at our final look at our open trades here. That's coming back down a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. Still got one position to kind of bring us back. I'm going to be starting Ola Prime phase 2. We are back in profit with the FTMO. Good to see. Let's see if we can hopefully get phase 1 FTMO done as well. By the end of this month or in the next 2 months, I'm hoping to have like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 funded accounts, and we are going to be rolling, and we're going to be picking up the pace here, guys. So make sure you're joining, because I promise you this is the place to be. Proving myself, doing these battles, sitting on top of the leaderboards. In some cases 100% win rate. So there we go, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is. You guys join, please make sure you join the lives. I'm going to be scheduling them, so you're going to know where they're coming up. And I understand if I just go live, no one knows about that, but please just jump on. Even if I get 2, 3, 4, 5 of you jumping on for a live, watching the battles, joining the battles if you want. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get a code for FX Replay, see if we can get you guys a deal with FX Replay. But with that being said, guys, I will let you know when the next live happens. And we will definitely be jumping on again this week. I think the next live, what I want to do is I actually want to, if I'm not in a trade, I'm actually going to be going through all of the setup, what I'm looking at. You guys can potentially join in live, but remember, sometimes these trades will go over days, and I can't be on a live for days. So it is at your own risk. But there we go, guys. Thank you for joining. If you did, if you haven't, if you watch us after, make sure you join for the next live, guys. Thank you very much for joining, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.